Hello, David. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, it's good to know. How was your weekend? Was it good?
It was good. I sleep a lot.
Okay, that's great. It's pretty good. What about Reina? How are you?
Buenas noches.
Good
Antes
evening.
que tengo una consulta.
Yeah.
Fíjese de que yo estaba realizando unos ejercicios y me he quedado en unos que en los ejercicios que se realizan con sometimes, always, y en las cuales tenemos que escribir las oraciones. Entonces yo lo he hecho, no se imagina cuántas veces y siempre me sale malas. No sé si, bueno, tiene que haber algún error, pero no lo he identificado. Y eso es lo que quisiera que me pudiese sacar de esa duda.
Sí, si me hace el favor, me puede compartir las capturas, ¿verdad? De los ejercicios y cómo lo resolvió para ver si se debe a un problema de la plataforma o a qué exactamente.
O quizás también estaba pensando que podría ser de que en cuanto a la estructura no tenga muy claro de cómo se realiza. Porque si cambio algunas palabras, eso puede variar.
Sí, definitivamente, ¿verdad?
Sí.
El orden de cada palabra ya está establecido. Entonces, ajá, por eso le digo, lo ideal sería de que me envíen la captura y para poder ver cuál es el problema en sí. Y yo le diría, ¿verdad? ¿A qué se debe? ¿Ok?
Entonces voy a ver si las comparto ahorita a WhatsApp y así me verifica en cuáles es que tengo el error yo.
¿Ok? ¿De acuerdo?
Bueno.
Ok. Okay. Welcome everybody. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome again to another week. I'm glad to have you here, everybody. Hi, Jose. How are you?
Hi, good night. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Okay, that's good. Pretty good. Welcome, everyone, to the class. It's a new week. I hope you had a great weekend. Espero que hayan tenido un buen fin de semana, and it's time to get back on track again. Okay. Today we are starting class 5, which is on, that will be today's topic. Okay. As I said last class, we're going to be talking about some and any. So let us get started. And welcome everyone.
Thank you.
Hi Edwin, how's it going?
I work today all day.
You worked?
Yes.
Okay. What time did you finish work?
Today at 7 o'clock.
Well, that's very late.
Yes.
Okay, there's only
home.
1 hour difference.
Yes, come home in this moment.
Okay. Oh, you just arrived home.
Yes.
Did you have dinner already?
No yet.
Okay. You will do it later.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. So as I was saying, last class we studied there is and there are. Okay. This topic is usually connected to some and any. And some of you were asking like how we use some and any. This is what we will study today. Some versus any, when we use some, when we use any, in which situations it works. Okay, la clase número 5, some versus any. Let us start. Okay, so first thing we need to identify is what countable and non-countable nouns are. Countable and uncountable nouns. Let us see. Jasmine, hello. How is it going? How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, it's good to know. So can you please help me read the slide?
Okay. Nouns that we can count are countable.
Okay, so the nouns that we can count, that means going from 1, 2, 3, 4. When you start counting them, regardless of the amount, we call them countable. For example, Jasmine,
One book, two books,
and
three books.
there you go. So that is basically countable nouns. Okay. Another way to see it is that they have a singular form and a plural form. Okay, you have book, books. That means that you can count them. You can go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000, 10,000 books, a lot of books. So they have singular and plural. That is what makes it countable. Let's look at the other side of the coin. Well, we have more examples here. Tatiana, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm great. And you?
Okay, I'm also great. We're all great people.
Okay.
Okay, can you help me with these examples?
Okay. 1 pen, 2 pens, 3 pens.
Okay, again, you can count them, right? You can go from 1 to a lot, to many pens.
Okay.
And again, as you can see, that it has a singular form, pen, and also has a plural form, pens. You add s. So that is basically what we know for countable nouns. Let's look now at the other part. Edwin, help me please with this one.
Yes. Nouns that we cannot count are uncountable.
Okay, so we have the other side, uncountable nouns. Do you have like some examples, Edwin, before we continue, of uncountable nouns? Do you have any idea or any example?
I think example is the water.
Water? We cannot count water, right? We cannot go like 1 water, 2 waters. No, right?
Yes.
You can count the containers, like when you say a bottle of water or 2 bottles of water,
Or a glass.
a glass of water. Exactly. You can have 2 glasses. But then what you're counting is bottle and glass. You're not counting water. Let's look at some examples then. Help me please with this one. As you were saying, we have water.
Yes. Water, milk, sugar.
Okay. Can you count milk?
Only the milk? No.
Exactly. You can count again the containers. You can say a bottle or a glass. And the same happens with sugar, right? We can't count sugar. We cannot count sugar. And it has a, yeah, you can talk about like little sugar or a lot of sugar, little or a lot, but we cannot count it. So, and this is what also they have in common, right? They only have a singular form. Water, it's a singular form, only one form. It doesn't have a plural, no plural form. So we cannot say waters, correct. We cannot say milks either. Sugars, no, right? Only the singular form. This helps us when we want to talk about some and any. Let's try to classify these ones, right? It says here, put the nouns in the correct column. And you have egg, cheese, girl, pencil, butter, jacket, oil, salt, juice, school, meat, and cap. So help me please to classify them. Let's see. It is. Good evening. How's it going?
Good evening, teacher.
How are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
All right, that's good to know. So can you please help me classify some of these nouns, either countable or uncountable? What about egg?
Is countable,
Countable.
and I think meat,
Meat,
jacket, yeah, countable,
meat and jacket
yes.
are countable. Okay.
O
Can
sea,
you?
porque los puedo contar las unidades.
Okay. So can you count meat? Does it have
Meat.
a plural form? That's basically the key, right? If it has a plural
Oh.
form, can you say, hey, here you have 2 meats? Okay.
Oh.
That's the
Yeah,
key, right?
you're right. Okay, so I think pencil, jacket, I think cheese.
Cheese. Okay. All right.
And uncountable is girl, school. Estoy confundida.
Okay. Yeah, that's why we're trying to practice right here. So don't worry, right? The key is for you to think about the plural form. Right? If it has a plural form, then it is countable. If it doesn't have a plural, it is uncountable. But thank you, right? Don't worry. Let's try to continue. Let's see. What about Ingrid? What about you? Which ones are countable or uncountable?
Okay, I think the countable is our egg, pencil, butter, jacket, school, meat, cat, incountable, salt, use, oil, and only that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're just trying to make up the opinions right here. What about David? What about you? Which ones do you think are countable or uncountable?
I think egg, cheese, girl, pencil, bottle, jacket, school, and cat are countable. And uncountable, oil, salt, juice.
Okay,
Only
okay. There you go. Thank you for sharing. Let us check right here. Okay. So we have countable or uncountable. Okay. In the side of countable, let us see. Arabella, hello. Good evening.
Hello, good
How are you?
evening. Hola, bueno. Fine, thank you.
Okay. It's
Thank
good
you
to
for
know.
asking.
All right. Can you help me please read the countable nouns, the examples?
Countable. Air, gear, jacket, cat, pencil, school.
Okay. And can you help me with the uncountable nouns?
Uncountable. Cheese, butter, oil, salt, juice, meat.
Okay. Thank you. So we have countable and uncountable. Again, the key is whether they have a plural form or not. Egg, girl, jacket, cat, pencil, school, all of them have a plural form. You can have 2 eggs, 3, 4, 5, 2 girls, 3 girls, 1,000 girls. Jacket, you can have 2 jackets, 3 jackets, and they have plural forms. Cats, pencils, schools, they have plurals. But cheese, butter, oil, salt, juice, and meat, they don't have plural forms. Okay? Queso, mantequilla, aceite, sal, jugo, carne, those are uncountable nouns. No podemos contarlos. No tienen forma plural. Ok, en español es probable que algunas de ellas pueda que lo tengan. Aunque aún así creo que no. But in English, they don't have a plural form. You cannot say 2 cheeses, no. 2 butters, no. 2 oils, neither. 2 salts, no. 2 juices. So they don't have plural. They are just a singular form. Let us see how this is related to some and any. And also the definite articles a and an. Let's try to remember how to use a and an, and also learn how to use some and any. All right, let us see some examples. Ronnie, welcome. How are you?
Fine.
Okay, that's good to know. Good for you. Can you please help me read some examples of the sentences?
You have, she, he has. Negative.
First
don't-
here, follow this.
Ah,
this part.
you have some cheese. You have, no sé qué, apple.
Apples, yes.
You have some apples.
Okay.
She has some cheese, or she has some apples.
Okay, so we can see here, Ronnie, you can see the green check. What does that mean? What is the meaning?
Affirmative.
Affirmative, exactly. So far we can say that we use some for affirmative sentences, okay? With uncountable and
Countable.
exactly. So we use it for both, the two, right? Uncountable and countable. And we use it for the affirmative. That's the first one, right? What about the next one, Ronnie? What about
negative? Negative, you don't have any
rice.
Rice. Ah, es arroz. No diferenciado bien.
Yeah, I think it's rice.
Ajá.
No
You
estoy muy
don't
seguro,
have.
pero creo que sí.
Ajá. Parece masa también, pero
Yeah.
you don't have. You don't have any.
By the way, how do you say masa in English?
No sé cómo se dice masa.
Okay, so esos son los que se le conocen como false cognates o cognados. Okay, palabras que se asemejan en un idioma con el otro y a veces sí son exactos, como por en el caso de qué. Veamos. No se me ocurre ningún ejemplo.
Masa is dough.
Dough, yes, dough. That's how you say dough. Ok, y luego están los cognados falsos, como en el caso de mass. Ok, mass sí es masa, pero en un contexto más científico, hablando de materia. Okay, but then when you talk like the ones you make tortillas, lo que se hacen las tortillas es dough. Okay, it can be any type of dough, rice dough, corn dough, any type of dough.
It is one onofono.
Yeah, in this case, you call them cognates. Okay, cognados. así como se les conoce. Son palabras que se escriben exactamente igual en dos diferentes idiomas. Como por ejemplo, siempre que necesito ejemplos no se me ocurre. Let's see. Sorry,
Hoja se escribe
Pizza.
igual que,
hoja.
sí,
Hoja es
Tiene
leaf.
leaf.
Ajá,
Okay.
ajá, yeah. Who else? Ronnie, did you say something? Or who was it?
No.
Okay.
Continuaría.
So yeah, we have, for example, let me look for some perfect cognates. I want to leave you with the doubt, so let us see. Vamos a unos ejemplos. Okay, we have, yeah, we have club. Okay, club. Tenemos cultural. Position. Okay, 3 cognados perfectos. Se escriben exactamente igual como se escriben en español. Y significan lo mismo. Luego están otros que se asemejan. Por ejemplo, embarrassed. Es común que se piense que embarrassed, lo estoy escribiendo en el chat. Ahí los estoy escribiendo. Es común que piense que embarrassed significa embarazado. Pero no. Es sentirse avergonzado. Entonces estos son los, like the memes. Yes, I'm embarrassed, right? That doesn't mean I'm pregnant. Okay, pero estar embarazado es pregnant. And so on. Tenemos mucho. Luego hay lo que conocemos como false cognate, falsos cognados, como en el caso de relative. Relative no significa relativo. En algunos casos sí, pero el uso principal de relative es un pariente, un miembro de la familia. That's relative. Okay, that's my relative, my cousin, my father, my mother. Okay.
Actually también, ¿verdad?
Yeah, me leyó la mente, hasta estaba escribiéndolo ya. Actually. Actually no significa actualmente. Okay, también es un falso cognado. Actually significa en realidad. Actually, I am 30 years old. En realidad, tengo 30. En realidad, como para hacer una aclaración. Okay. Actualmente, se dice currently. Currently es actualmente. Y así tenemos muchos ejemplos. Okay, let's go back to topic.
In negatives, you don't have any rice, or you don't have any eggs. She or he don't have any rice, or she or he don't have any rice or eggs.
Okay, this word pronounced doesn't.
Doesn't.
She or he doesn't. Remember that when we have third person singular, okay, tercera persona de singular, he, she, it, el auxiliar, al igual que todos los verbos que se utilizan con he, she, and it, se le agrega s, es y es, dependiendo de las diferentes reglas de escritura. So, he doesn't have any rice. Okay. So,
Entonces, disculpe una pregunta con lo que
yeah.
acabo de mencionar. Doesn't sería solamente entonces con she, he y it.
Yes. Okay. Doesn't no es nada más que do. Okay. El auxiliar que se utiliza para el presente simple es do. Or don't. Do not. Para la forma negativa. Pero cuando se utiliza he, she, it, a do se le agrega es. Al igual que todo verbo que termina en o, como qué, como go. She goes. Se le agrega es. Lo mismo sucede en este caso con el auxiliar, solo que en lugar de agregarle al verbo principal, se le agrega el auxiliar. En el caso de los negativos. She doesn't have, she doesn't go, she doesn't play soccer, she doesn't like soda. Okay? He doesn't watch series. Okay, Ronnie? Is it
Yeah.
clear?
Yes.
Any question?
No.
Okay. So,
En
mhm.
interrogative. Do you have any juice? Or do you have any, ¿cómo se dice uva?
Those are blueberries.
Ah, frambuesa, blueberries.
Yeah, yeah. I think they are arándanos. I think. I'm not sure
I
what they
think
are.
this a grape.
Grapes. Yeah, kind of. Okay, si son uvas, son grapes. But they look like, for me, they look like blueberries. But they look like grapes too. So yeah, let's say grapes.
Lo último sería, does he or she have any juice? Y se me olvidó la palabra, disculpa.
Grapes
Blueberries or
or
berries.
blueberries. I think yeah, they look like grapes. Uvas.
Disculpe, yo tenía una duda aún no he entendido, no he terminado de comprender el uso exacto del do y del does.
El uso de do or does.
Ajá, o dos.
Okay. Para evitar, para ahorrar tiempo, lo voy a decir en español, ¿verdad? Porque igual, porque para poder empezar con el tema. Do y does son los auxiliares que se utilizan para el presente simple, es decir, para hablar de rutinas, de actividades diarias, de hechos, el presente, ¿verdad? Hablar en presente. Lo utilizamos nada más en preguntas y en oraciones negativas, como acá. Do you have a pencil? ¿Tienes un lápiz? Does she like to play soccer? ¿Le gusta a ella jugar fútbol? Como forma de pregunta. Do you like to watch series? ¿Te gusta ver series de televisión? Preguntas. ¿Okay? Pero cuando utilizamos he, she, it, como repetí anteriormente, se le agrega es al verbo. Does she like to play? Does he like to draw? Does he like to sing? ¿A él le gusta cantar? ¿Le gusta dibujar? Pregunta, ¿verdad? Entonces, básicamente ese es el uso entre do y does. Do se va a utilizar para los pronombres I, you, we, they. Y does para he, she, and it. La tercera persona del singular. He, she, it. ¿Ok? Lo mismo sucede con los negativos. You don't like to play. They don't like to study. We don't want to go to the movies. We want to go to the park. Okay. She doesn't. In this case, we use doesn't. Cuando utilizamos he, she, it, utilizamos de nuevo el auxiliar do agregándole es. Does. Y si es negativo, lógicamente lo que procede es agregar not. She doesn't have. She doesn't like to watch movies. She doesn't like to cook. She doesn't need to play. She doesn't want to go. ¿Ok?
Sí. Gracias, teacher.
Claro, es una explicación breve, sé que se necesita más tiempo, pero igual podría compartir luego algún material que les pueda servir al respecto. De momento, we'll continue with some and any. Okay. So, Ronnie, you were reading affirmative, negative, and questions, right? So we use some for affirmative, we said, yeah, the past. But what about any? We use it for
Negative.
and for.
Interrogative.
There you go. That's basically the explanation on some and any, right?
Mm.
We use some for affirmatives, we use any for questions and negatives. That's it. And we can use them both with uncountable and countable nouns. Let's try to put this into practice a little bit, just to make sure. Okay, let's see. Jose, help me please read some examples here.
Okay. There is some ice cream. There is an banana. There is an apple. There are some apples.
Okay, so as you can see here, we're using there is or there are. What we looked at last class, there is some ice cream. Okay, ice cream, Jose, is countable or uncountable? Can you count ice cream?
Is uncountable.
Uncountable, exactly. We can't count ice cream. So we use some, okay?
Okay.
But what happens with banana and apple? Are they countable or uncountable?
They are countable.
They are, exactly.
Yes.
And if they are countable, they can be singular and they can be plural too. Okay?
Yes.
In this case, are they singular or plural?
This is singular.
Singular. We have one apple and one banana.
Yes.
So when we have singular nouns, we use
An or a.
okay. Do you know the difference? Do you know when we use an and when we use a?
Se lo voy a decir en español, creo que no lo podría decir en inglés, pero creo que
Okay.
se utiliza el an cuando la palabra empieza con una vocal. Por ejemplo, apple, en apple.
Exactly.
Y se utiliza el a cuando se va a decir ya una palabra que empieza con una letra.
Consonante. A consonant.
Consonant.
Yeah.
Consonant.
Thank you, Jasmine. Yes. A consonant. That's basically the difference, right? This is just a review, right? You say an apple, an umbrella, an orange. They start with vowels. A banana, a car, a basket, a computer, a cell phone. If they start with a consonant, we use a. If they begin with a vowel, we use an. That's pretty straight. And this is just a review. Let's continue with some. Okay, but what happens here, Jose, when we don't have one apple, but we have like 7 apples or 8? So in this case,
We use there are some.
we use some. Okay?
Some.
So basically, we use some in any when we have
Many?
plural. Many? Yeah, we can use many too. Okay, there are many apples. But then it is different, right? Many means a lot.
Many is cantidad.
Yeah, some is also quantity.
Mucho, ¿verdad?
Yeah, many and some both are quantity. They represent quantity, many and some. But many is more. Many, some. Many, some. Many apples, 10 apples. That's many apples. There are many apples. Some, 5 apples. That's different. Right? Many representa una cantidad. Right? Some es como algunas, okay? Unas pocas. Hay unas pocas manzanas, hay unas cuantas, hay algunas manzanas. Many es ya muchas. Okay. let us see now the same, what happens with questions. Let us see. Tatiana, help me please. How do we make questions? What is the difference from there is some ice cream and the question here?
Okay. The question is there any ice cream? The second, is there an or a apple or banana? The third, are there any apples?
Okay, so what is the difference, Tatiana, between these sentences and these ones? What is the change?
I think the change any and some.
Okay, that's one thing. What else? What about the structure here? Is there and? Is there?
Is there?
The verb to be is first.
Okay, that's 1, 2. Okay, we switch positions. Okay, we switch. We change the positions. The
For
affirmative
question.
for questions. Yes, this is affirmative. There is some ice cream, but the negative form, you change the position. You switch. Is there any ice cream? And we use any because we use any for questions and for what else? Any for questions and
Negative question.
negatives. Exactly. Any for questions and for negatives. Okay. So you see,
Coach,
yeah, go ahead.
I have a question.
Tell
Bueno,
me.
en español sobre eso. Y yo tengo una pregunta y ¿se podrían realizar preguntas negativas?
Yes, we have negative questions. Yes, but that is another topic, right? Usualmente se hacen preguntas negativas cuando ya se sabe la respuesta. Okay. Solamente como para confirmar, por ejemplo, didn't you go to the party? Okay. ¿No fuiste a la fiesta? Es una pregunta negativa. Didn't, está en pasado. Okay.
Okay.
Don't you want to come? ¿No quiere venir? Okay. Don't you want to come? Es lo mismo que preguntar, do you want to come? Básicamente, ¿quiere venir? ¿A qué? A una fiesta, supongamos. Pero cuando se pregunta de manera negativa, se está presuponiendo una respuesta. Se está anticipando. Se tiene evidencia, muy probablemente, de que la persona no quiere ir. Entonces, por eso se presupone y se hace la pregunta de esa manera. Don't you want to come? Tiene la duda. Le parece que no quiere venir, entonces por eso le pregunta de esa forma. Don't you want to come? Are you sure?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, también como didn't you do your homework? ¿No hiciste la tarea? Ya se sabe la respuesta, solamente se quiere confirmar. Y hay diferentes usos de las preguntas negativas. Like here, for example, aren't there some apples? Okay. Podría hacerse una pregunta así que diga, aren't there some apples? Ya fue a ver la refrigeradora, la abrió y ve que no hay manzana. Le pregunta a su familia, no hay manzanas. Okay. Es una pregunta negativa. Aren't there some apples? Pero en ese caso tiene que cambiar any en lugar de some, porque ese es otro tema, un doble negativo, double negatives. But again, son temas ya un poco más avanzados que sin duda se van a ver en el futuro. Okay, we'll see that later. Pero sí es posible. En el caso de there is, se pueden utilizar preguntas negativas también, pero habría que hacer unos cambios para no cometer lo que le llamamos un double negative, un doble negativo.
Ok, gracias,
Okay.
coach.
There you go. So, okay, so we were, right? We just switched the position. There is there. There are, for the plural form, are there. And we use any, especially for plural forms, right? Because remember, a and an are only exclusively used for singular nouns. An apple, one. A banana, 1, 2. An umbrella, also 1. A car, 1. So we use a and an exclusively for singular forms. Any and some, we use it most of the times for the plural. Okay? But we can also use it for the singular. We will see that later. Yeah, we have here some vocabulary, right, of different types of nouns and food, carnivore or uncannibal. And la presentación igual se comparte, ¿verdad? Ustedes pueden, si quieren aprenderse los nombres de los vegetales, comida y postres que hay acá y todo, en tiempo, ¿verdad? La idea es entender el concepto de cannibal and uncannibal. Por ejemplo, flour is uncannibal. Okay, milk, uncannibal. Carrot, cannibal. And so you have different types of vocabulary. Okay. So Jasmine asks, teacher, are the feelings noun? You mean if the feelings are nouns, like sadness, happiness? What is your question exactly, Jasmine?
Los sentimientos serían como, o sea, son nouns también, pero...
Yeah, they are nouns. Yeah,
pero
like,
entonces serían uncountable.
yeah, they are uncountable. Yeah, you can say happiness, right? You cannot say one happiness or two happiness. No, they are uncountable. And they are nouns, yes. And you know, it's kind of different because they are abstract. En este caso es aún más diferente porque hablamos de conceptos abstractos, tales como la felicidad, la tristeza, la alegría, el enojo, anger, happiness, sadness, right? Disappointment. Okay. Pero sí, todos son sustantivos, son nombres uncountable nouns. Is that your question, Jasmine?
Yes, yes.
Okay. There you go. Okay, let's see. Edwin, help me please with this one.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any? A or an?
Okay. Do you have any, a, and an? So that means that we can use a and an. We use a and an for singular or for plural, Edwin?
Only singular.
What about any?
Any
For both, okay?
yes.
That's the difference. You can say, do you have any milk? Okay. Do you have any oranges? Oranges is plural. Milk
Yes.
is uncountable and it's not plural. It's singular. So that's
Yes.
the difference.
Any is for plural and a an
Singular.
is for
For-
singular.
Yeah,
Yes.
but any is also for singular, ¿ok? Esta es la clave. Any y some, los dos se utilizan para plurales y singulares. Ok. La clave es aquí que a and an solamente para singulares. Obviamente con sustantivos contables. Ok. A car, porque desde luego si ustedes utilizan a, significa uno. ¿vale? A car, un carro, quiere decir que pueden haber dos. Okay. But we don't say there is a water. No, right? Una agua. Oh, there is a water. We cannot say that. Let us look at more examples. Continue, Edwin.
Yeah. Yes, I have some. Or a and an.
The same, right? A and for singular, some for singular, and for plural.
Yes. No, I don't have any. Or a and an.
Okay.
Is there any or a or an? Are there any? Is only plural.
Okay. In this case, it's only plural because we're using are. Okay. So the subject should be a plural now. Are there any oranges? You can
Okay.
say, is there any orange? Only one. Or the plural form. Okay.
Teacher, excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
But ¿puedo poner la presentación anterior?
Yeah.
Entonces podemos decir que a or an, this is only for countable,
For countable,
but not for uncountable.
not for uncountable. Exactly.
That's okay.
Mhm. Only for uncountable and singular. Okay. Para singulares contables. A car.
Okay.
Okay. Singular. Un carro. ¿Es contable? ¿Se puede contar? Sí. Podemos tener 2, 3, 1,000,000. A dog. It's also singular. You can count it. You can have 3 dogs, 5 dogs, 10 dogs. Okay. A cell phone. It's also countable. You can count it. You have 2, 4 cell phones. We are trying to build this right here. Let's try to complete these exercises, right? It says write positive or negative sentences with a and an. Obviously, they are singular and countable, and some or any, depending on if they are plural or singular. Let us see. We have positive and negative sentences. Using there is, okay, there is something, meat. There are, there is. Let's start with Edwin. Give me the first one. We have meat, okay? This is meat. You can have pork meat, beef meat, chicken meat, all types of meat.
Yes. There are any meats.
Okay, there are. Okay, do we use any for affirmatives?
Yes, affirmative.
Sure, we use any for affirmatives or for negatives?
For affirmative.
Negative.
For negatives, right? We use any for negatives and for questions. Okay. Not for affirmatives. In this case, you're writing an affirmative sentence. There
is.
There is.
There is some meat.
Exactly. There is, because meat is uncountable. So the noun is singular. Okay. A pesar de que hay
Okay.
diferentes tipos de carne, tipos, okay, no carnes, hay diferentes tipos. There are different types of meat. Meat sigue siendo singular, no tiene una forma plural, por lo tanto se utiliza there is, y se utiliza some, porque estamos hablando de una oración positiva.
Yes.
Y lo que es más, any no significa lo mismo que some. Any significa zero. ¿Ok? Si usted dice there is any meat, es una contradiction. So some, any means nothing. Some, a little. Okay? A little bit. There is some meat. A little meat. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. There is some meat. Let's see. Reina, what about a pineapple? Hello, Reina.
Hello, teacher.
Okay. Help me please with a pineapple.
A pineapple.
We're making sentences, right? Positive and negative sentences using there is. And obviously a and some and any.
A positive. Positive sería
There, how you can use there is or there are.
there.
Okay, that's the first example. There is some meat.
Sería,
Mhm.
there is some apple.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Correcto.
¿Sabe qué es pineapple?
Piña.
Yeah, this one, right? Ok, en este caso, como está entera, hablamos de una, no se utiliza some. Okay. Estamos hablando de algo singular. Y
Any.
there is a pineapple. A. Okay, es contable. En ese caso se puede contar. Puede tener dos piñas. Y pineapple is countable. Y la piña es contable, no está así entera. Okay. Luego ya cortada y sin cáscara, tal vez en trozos, ya no se puede contar. Ahí podríamos decir, there is some pineapple in the fridge. Hay un poco de piña en la refri. Okay.
Some se utiliza siempre que nosotros sea algo contable. ¿No hay
Some,
excepción? Sí, some.
sí, exacto. Siempre que sea, mejor dicho, a se utiliza siempre y cuando sea contable. ¿Ok? Es más sencillo verlo de esa manera. Luego,
Incontable. Incontable.
Exacto. Para contables singulares. Piña es singular. Se puede contar.
Okay.
There is a pineapple. There are two pineapples. Okay. There is a pineapple. Okay. Let us see. Let's have it is. What about onions?
Yes, coach.
Okay. Tell me a sentence using onions.
Onions. Oh, there is an onions.
Okay.
Onions are, no, there are some onions. It's in plural.
Okay, let's see. Okay, in this case, it says there aren't any onions.
Okay.
Okay, es por el hecho de que solo hay una, ¿verdad? Parece que es una sola.
Okay, okay,
Como
okay.
es plural, lo mejor sería decir there aren't any onions. Okay.
There are
Or,
any.
pero como ayuda también podría decir there is a onion. Okay.
Okay.
Or there is one
Okay.
onion. There is an onion. There is one onion.
There is one onion. There
Or
is an
an
onion.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. And if there are no onions, nothing, zero, you can say there aren't any
There
onions.
aren't any onions.
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us see. Let's have Ronnie. What about cottage cheese?
There is cottage cheese o tendría que llevar a.
You tell me. Si lleva
que
a, es porque es.
cottage cheese. Siento que es algo que se podría contar porque es algo, por ejemplo, que se va a comprar en un supermercado y dicen, vaya un queso cottage. Siento yo, ¿verdad?
Me da un queso cottage. Ajá.
Ajá, que ya venden como en paquetitos, no sé, supongo yo, ¿verdad?
Entonces cuenta the packs.
Entonces, ajá.
Yeah,
Bueno.
you count the slices or the packs of cheese. But cheese is not countable. Okay. Si tiene un trozo de queso, you cannot count it, right? No se puede
Entonces
contar.
solo sería there is cottage cheese.
There is, yeah. Or you can say some, okay? Ahí aparece some, exacto. There is some, or si no hubiera, there isn't any. Okay. Positivo, negativo. There is some cottage. Exacto. There is some cottage cheese. Okay. Hay un poco. Exacto. Okay. Así que se utiliza a or an solo para singulares. Only for singular and countable nouns. Para los que son contables. Ya luego si son uncountable, no se utiliza. Se utiliza some. Okay. Let's see, what about biscuits? Let's have, let's see. Ingrid, what about biscuits? Biscuits es como galletas. Veamos si hay galletas y si no hay, pues me dice la oración.
There aren't any biscuit.
Hold on.
There aren't any biscuit.
Good job. Exactly. There aren't any. Right. Biscuits is countable. Right. So we need to use some or any. Desde ahí partimos. Okay. Eso es un nombre, es plural. Por lo tanto, ya debemos saber que se utiliza some o any. No vamos a utilizar a ni a, porque estamos hablando de un nombre plural. Okay. Luego, si utilizamos some o any, va a depender de si hay o no hay. Si es negativo o si es positivo. En este caso, no hay. Por lo tanto, utilizamos any. Any means zero. Okay. Let's see. Let's have Jose. What about fish?
There aren't any fish.
Okay. In this case, we say there isn't any fish. Okay. Fish, no podemos utilizar aren't porque fish es un sustantivo
Singular.
It's singular, yeah. Solo tiene forma singular. También tiene una forma plural, pero también es fish. El singular de fish, el plural de fish, perdón, es fish también. Por lo tanto, no tiene una forma plural. Por lo tanto, no se utiliza are. Entonces, el hecho de ser contable o no contable depende de su forma plural. Si tiene forma plural, es contable. Si no, non-countable. Vamos a dejar clase hasta acá. Voy a compartirles la clase que hizo las 9. Tengo que seguir con la siguiente. Les comparto la presentación para que puedan ustedes también avanzar con los demás ejercicios. Luego de la presentación había más ejercicios y obviamente los de la plataforma, ¿verdad? Ahí hay más también sobre some and any, utilizando también las preposiciones del lugar, que eso ya son temas que van a desarrollar cada quien. Entonces, this will be today's class, okay? Thank you for joining, everyone, and have a good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, coach. Good
See you
night.
later. Take care.